is my natural hair video. I decided to go natural about 2 years ago. I'm going to start a little bit talking about my childhood. When I was younger, I had curly hair, but I didn't really know it because my hair was always in braids or, up in like ponytails or something. But my mom never let me wear it out in curly because it was a lot. And I don't know, I was just like young, playing a lot, climbing trees, swimming. My mom didn't want me to have my hair out all the time. So I didn't really know that I had curly hair until I decided to go natural, because in all my childhood pictures I didn't have any images that kind of showed how my hair was. I knew that I had I'd say like fine coarse hair, but I don't know. I just didn't know what it really looked like. So when I was in 8th grade, well, actually throughout junior high, I'd always get my hair done professionally. Every 2 to 3 weeks I get it straightened. But eventually I just wanted to see, why am I going to get my hair done all the time? Why can't I just do it myself? So when I turned 14, I saw all my friends were doing their own hair, so I was inclined to try and do my own hair. And I would wash it every day because my friends at the time would wash their hair every day. And I wasn't aware that for my type of hair that would dry it out. So I got frustrated and my hair was curly and just kind of all over the place. I can put some pictures into the video so you guys can see. But my mom decided to give me a Texturizer, which is kind of like a mild form of a relaxer for curly hair to make the curls less tight and looser waves. And she did that, and she parted it in the middle, and she did one side first and the other side second, and half of my head was wavier than the other side. And I was just like, well, there goes my entire head of hair that I've grown out my whole life. But I honestly didn't care that much because I wore my hair up anyways, so I'd wear it in a bun or something. And then, freshman year of high school, I decided to get a keratin treatment, and I was just doing a lot of different things, cutting it, coloring it, and it was just very damaged. In 2011, before I went off to college, I did graduate a year early, so I was 17. I decided, let me just get a texturizer done professionally. So my hair was, wavy, like pretty close to straight, but it was technically wavy. And, that helped me when I was away at school. But, it started growing out curlier at the top, and then the rest was wavy, so it looked very strange having the two textures going on. And, I just didn't really like that, so I just realized, let me just grow all of my hair out the same texture, technically going natural. I looked at YouTube and I was trying to figure out, how do people go about going natural? Do I want to do the big chop? I don't think that was for me. So I started to try and do the transitioning process, and I was growing my hair out slowly and, really trying to take my time, doing twist outs, braid outs, just anything I could do to try and, make the transition process easier for me. I can add some pictures of that here also. But after a year and a half, I transferred schools and I was closer to home. So I could go home and get my hair done more often, and my hairdresser really helped me transition because she would just straighten it for me. And then the summer of 2013, that would mark about, I'd say like 2 years of going natural. My hair had grown out to be of like about right here, curly. So I was like, it's not the length that I wanted it, but I'm tired of dealing with these two different textures because it was becoming to be a lot. And I was seeing a lot of breakage because of the, the two different textures, like where it would meet, it was very fragile there. So, I decided to have my hairdresser cut it off. And, my hair was really, really curly. I didn't know that it was like that because as far as I can remember, as the hair that I remember is my natural hair. That's when my mom gave me the texturizer. So that's as far as I can remember as my hair being. And that was kind of like dull, dried out. So I was definitely surprised to see how curly my hair actually was. And it was definitely a process. I needed to figure out, how do I handle my new hair? Like, it's basically learning to deal with a new head of hair because it's something I've never dealt with. I know a lot of people sometimes feel as if they can't straighten their hair once they go natural. They don't want to damage the curls, or they don't want to damage their hair in general. They don't want to, they just don't want to do it. Personally, that's not how I feel. I like having curly hair, and I also like having straight hair. I think the benefit of going natural is having your hair be, all the same. For me, with the texturizer and with the transitioning process, I was dealing with two different textures. So by growing it out, I just wanted to have it all the same. And so when I do choose to wear curly, it's, all the same. But I wear my hair straight often as well. I sometimes will straighten it every 3 weeks, maybe once a month. Not that often, and I always deep condition it, so I haven't seen any damage with my natural hair. So I'm definitely not one of those people who's strictly natural. I definitely like the versatility, but I do commend people who can do that, because it takes a lot of commitment, and it's very, very commendable. But right now I'm trying to grow it longer. As of now, my hair is I'd say about shoulder length curly, and I do want it to be maybe chest length. That's how long my hair was before I cut it off. So basically I'm still going through the going natural process, but it is completely natural. But I do want to grow my hair out as long as I can, so I am trying to do a lot of deep conditioning, drinking a lot of water, and I've seen a lot of growth, because all of this is just from 2 years of going natural. Cutting it, trimming it regularly, deep conditioning it, transitioning. Sometimes I would wear clip-ins if my hair was straight, or I would also wear sew-ins. I know a lot of people think that sew-ins can damage your hair, but for me personally, they haven't damaged my hair at all. If I ever wear them, I do it halfway. So half of my hair is out, and then the other half is the extensions, and I will straighten it and it'll blend. But I also use heat protectant, and I don't straighten it any more often than I would straighten my actual hair if it was all out. And that definitely makes it easier for me. I consider sew-ins to be a protective style, especially for the winter. And I just had one a week ago, but I decided to take it out, and now I'm back to natural again. I just really like the versatility that going natural brings. It's a process, and it takes a lot of time and patience. It's really easy to, revert back to the chemicals and revert back to the relaxers that you may be accustomed to. But once you start seeing a little bit of progress and seeing, the curls form in and kind of getting to see some progress, it's a lot easier to maintain the going natural process. 2 years may seem like a lot, but I'm telling you, that went by so fast. I'm a junior in college now, and I started going natural mid-freshman year, and it just went by so fast. So I can only imagine how my hair will look by my senior year, or if I go to grad school. So it's gonna take a while, but in all honesty, the time is gonna pass by regardless. So you just have to make the decision to do it, and it'll definitely pay off. I wouldn't say that I regret getting a texturizer or a keratin treatment or anything, but by going natural, I've learned to deal with my own hair, and that's something that I've never had. When I was younger, I'd go get my hair done very often, and I didn't really know how to do my own hair, but I can straighten my own hair now without damaging it. I kind of have a better understanding of my hair, and I feel like I wouldn't have if it wasn't for the going natural process. So it's not for everybody, but if you feel like you are ready to take this step, it is a journey, but you will do a lot of learning along the way. Utilize YouTube, that definitely helps. Just kind of do your research, figure out what products work for you, and it'll pay off. I didn't know my hair was this curly underneath all my chemicals and all the stuff that I was getting done. But you can't reverse the chemical damage and all the coloring, but you can start over. And people's hairs grows at a different rate, but I think that 2 to 4 years should be enough time to see a substantial amount of growth and progress. So if you're thinking about going natural, you know, feel free to ask me some questions below. I can help you. I'm gonna list some of the products that I use on a regular basis, and you know, they really help me stop breakage, damage, just keep it moisturized. And I live in Chicago, so you know, it's very dry out here during the winter. So, you know, it's very important to keep it moisturized. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me below. You know, comment, subscribe, and thank you, and I'll be sure to post another video soon. Bye.